the edge of the desert, just outside modern-day Cairo, rises one of the most extraordinary structures ever built by human hands, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Towering above the sands of the Giza Plateau, this ancient monument has stood for more than 4,500 years, surviving wars, empires, and the slow passage of time. It is the oldest and largest of the three pyramids at Giza, and the only surviving wonder of the original 7 wonders of the ancient world. The Great Pyramid was built during the reign of the Pharaoh Khufu, also known by the Greek name Cheops. Khufu ruled, and during the 4th dynasty of ancient Egypt, around 2580 to 2560 BCE. At the height of Egypt's Old Kingdom, the pharaoh was believed to be not just a king, but a divine ruler, an earthly representative of the gods. Building a massive tomb was not simply a display of power. It was part of a deeply spiritual belief about life, death, and the afterlife. Ancient Egyptians believed that after death, the pharaoh's spirit would continue its journey into the afterlife. To ensure this journey was successful, the king's body had to be preserved through mummification and placed in a carefully prepared tomb filled with treasures, food, and sacred objects. The pyramid itself was designed as a monumental gateway between the earth and the heavens. When it was first completed, the Great Pyramid stood about 146 meters or 481 feet tall. For nearly 4,000 years, it remained the tallest man-made structure in the world. Today, it is slightly shorter, measuring about 138 meters due to the loss of its outer casing stones and the top capstone over time. The pyramid is built from an estimated 2.3 million blocks of limestone and granite. Most of these stones weigh between 2 and 15 tons, though some granite blocks inside the structure weigh more than 70 tons. The total mass of the pyramid is estimated to be around 6 million tons. Even today, this scale of construction is difficult to imagine. For centuries, people wondered how such a massive structure could have been built with the tools available at the time. Early theories suggested slave labor, but modern archaeological evidence tells a different story. Excavations near the pyramids have revealed the remains of organized worker villages, bakeries, breweries, and medical facilities. These discoveries suggest that thousands of skilled laborers, builders, and craftsmen worked in rotating teams, supported by a highly organized state. These workers likely transported limestone blocks from nearby quarries using sledges pulled across prepared tracks. Some historians believe water was poured over the sand to reduce friction, making it easier to move the massive stones. The stones were then carefully positioned using rams, levers, and remarkable engineering precision. One of the most astonishing features of the Great Pyramid is its alignment. The structure is almost perfectly aligned with the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west, with only a tiny margin of error. This level of accuracy suggests that ancient Egyptian builders had a sophisticated understanding of astronomy and geometry. Inside the pyramid lies a complex system of corridors and chambers. The main entrance leads to a descending passage that cuts deep into the pyramid's interior. Higher up is the Grand Gallery, a steep and narrow corridor that leads to one of the pyramid's most famous rooms, the King's Chamber. This chamber, constructed from massive blocks of red granite, contains the stone sarcophagus believed to have held the body of Khufu. Above the King's Chamber are several hidden relieving chambers designed to distribute the immense weight of the stone above it. These chambers were discovered in the 19th century by British explorer Howard Wise. Inside, researchers found quarry marks and inscriptions left by the workers who built the pyramid, some of the few surviving records that directly connect the monument to the reign of Khufu. Originally, the pyramid's outer surface looked very different from what we see today. It was once covered with highly polished white limestone casing stones that reflected sunlight, making the pyramid shine brilliantly across the desert. Ancient travelers described it as a dazzling structure visible from miles away. Over the centuries, many of these stones were removed and reused in buildings in Cairo. The Great Pyramid was not built alone. It was part of a vast funerary complex that included temples, smaller pyramids for queens, boat pits, and causeways connecting structures across the plateau. In 1954, archaeologists discovered one of the most remarkable finds at Giza, a full-size ceremonial boat buried in a sealed pit near the pyramid. Known as the Khufu ship, the wooden vessel was carefully dismantled and buried for the pharaoh's journey through the afterlife. Despite centuries of exploration, the pyramid still holds mysteries. In recent years, scientists have used advanced scanning techniques, including cosmic ray imaging, to study the internal structure without damaging the monument. In 2017, researchers from the Scan Pyramids mission announced the discovery of a previously unknown void inside the pyramid, suggesting there may still be hidden spaces waiting to be explored. The Great Pyramid of Giza is more than an ancient tomb. It is a symbol of human ambition, organization, and belief. Built with simple tools but extraordinary planning, it reflects the power of a civilization that thrived along the banks of the Nile thousands of years ago today. As visitors stand before its immense stone blocks, the pyramid continues to inspire awe. It reminds us that even in the distant past, human societies were capable of achievements so vast and precise that they still challenge our understanding more than 4 millennia after it was built. The Great Pyramid remains one of humanity's greatest architectural achievements. A silent monument to the ingenuity, faith, and vision of ancient Egypt.